Hey Capricorns, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your second half of January general reading here. So let's talk about your meditation. It was very Cinderella. You know how in Cinderella, I believe the very godmother turned the mice into the horses for the carriage. Something about that. And I also saw Jack and the Beanstalk. I saw it transition from being a big fish in a little pond to a little fish in a big pond. Fascinating. It also felt a bit like a change of scenery or a change of tone or a change of environment, but definitely a change, my darlings, for sure. And, you know, a very happy, close to your birthday season as well. I hope it's been amazing. I saw you going from one reality, like very Cinderella, going from, cleaning the chimneys or whatever have you, moving into the palace, kind of oh my God, I'm hearing a quote from Lord of the Rings. Orcs have been crossing over our borders unchecked and unchallenged. But it feels like I saw, you guys kind of go into this, big palace and kind of from the inside or the side entrance or from backstage taking over the joint. Like something or someone that seems unassuming rising to a position of power. Okay? Fascinating. Let's see what y'all's animal energy is for second half of January. I started from the bottom, now we're here. What is that? Started from the bottom, now we're here. Drake. Started, right? Started from the bottom, now we're here. Just heard that. Come up. On the come up. Oh my God. So first of all, I want to point out that the golden egg is on the bottom of the deck, and I definitely saw Jack and the Beanstalk. So we gonna take it. Isn't there a golden egg in Jack and the Beanstalk? I'm deaf sure that there is, though. Okay. Tiger, here's why I'm so obsessed with this for you. First of all, this is my divine feminine energy, right? This is about being receptive and intuitive, completely connect. But if you're masculine, that doesn't matter. It's just about saying you're in a place of receptivity, right? Receiving wish fulfillment, receiving divine directives and intuition and being on point with your decisions. That feels really juicy. Yeah, being on point with your decisions. It's almost as if you can't go wrong. Started at the bottom, now we're here. That's what it feels like. It feels like a come up, like a quick come up, like who needs a shooting ladders when I'm just gonna like zoop, 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 like right to the top. It's interesting. But I'm drawn to the fact that tigers have claws, right? I think it's been a process. Like it may seem, okay, I'm getting something. You know how some people seem to get famous overnight, or this is feeling familiar. I feel like your last reading had something about, I don't know, gold or stars or something, but do you know how sometimes things seem to come out of nowhere, but really it's been like a slow and long come up, and then it just like the lotus flower comes out on top, but nobody sees the muck and the dirt and the excrement it took to get there, looking all beautiful. There's something to that. Don't judge me by my stripes. Why did I just hear that? I literally just heard, don't judge me by my stripes. There could be something about how you appear or how you look that makes you feel or others perceive you to be. What is the phrase I'm looking for? A fish out of water or a little duck amongst swans or something. There's something about how you look different or how to look at you wouldn't think that you would be placed where you're about to be placed. Okay, so they're talking to me about Drake and the fact that he started out as an actor on a show called Degrassi out of Canada, and nobody would have thought back then that he would be, where he is. There's something about that. The unexpected, the underdog, the comeuppance. The golden egg, darling, the power of three. I'm hearing three. Three. Feels like three is a power number for y'all right now. You better work. Oh, thank you. Do you see these triangles here? Pythagoras coming up strong. Pythagoras was like a huge fan of the triangle, thought it was like the perfect shape and all of that. But there is something about the number 3 points, mind, body, spirit. It really feels like you can't go wrong right now. Kind of like luck is on your side or something. I don't know. Luck of the Irish or luck of the draw or just feeling lucky. Something like that. Anyway, let's see what's going on for y'all for second half of January. You guys have been on a streak, honey. Nine of Swords. So this is really stunning coming in here for you guys because remember, this is the past energy that may or may not affect the present, right? You know what I'm getting from this? Well, first of all, let's speak on tradition for a mere moment. First of all, 9 is a multiple of 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. There's really something about the number 3 here. You know, traditionally speaking, this is like having so much on your mind that you're up at night, being a little overwhelmed by stimuli or really vivid dreams and or nightmares, right? Definitely. I'm getting something very specific with this. Do you see how she's got like roses and hydrangeas on her bedspread right here? It can be hard getting a lot of what you want. There's something here about you having to make some choices or some fear around, okay, I'm hearing what if I get my hopes up and then it doesn't go my way? Or what if I did all this work and then it doesn't pan out like I thought? It feels like an unneeded anxiety. And I say that because on one hand, you could say, well, isn't anxiety always unneeded? False. Like, anxiety is not really productive, but sometimes it's necessary in the form of your intuition sparking you to go, this is not your road, this is not your path, this is not your time. I feel like this is a bit like she's literally, I'm looking at this garden. I'm feeling like she has a garden at her feet and she's like, oh my God, I'm really in my head about this. Something about that for you. I feel like this also has to do with the quickness or the swiftness with which this change comes. I feel like it kind of happens kind of quickly and you're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm hearing a song. What is that song? Grant my last request and just let me hold you. Something. Paolo Nutini? No, not Nutella, girl. Nutini, forgive me. I'm butchering the heck out of this, but I'm hearing that song. Grant my last request and just let me hold you. Lay down beside me. Something about that. I feel like you're at a transition point where you're literally like, oh wow, this is happening fast. You know, we have 9 of Wands at the bottom, which is, you know, just keeping going and perseverance, but there is some sort of analysis paralysis or fear or over planning. Don't forget to let, you know, spontaneity or serendipity work for you right now. Okay? You're where you're meant to be. It's important to say. All right. Golden opportunity. Getting in your head right now, it's just not, that ain't it, okay? There's a time and place for that. That ain't it. And speaking of which, we have the Ace of Swords. Hello. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here. There's a lot of air energy coming up for y'all. And it does really feel like there really is a lot of mental cardio going on at the moment, right? But the Ace of Swords is so auspicious because especially for anyone who's in the line of communication, whether you communicate a lot for your job or you're a good communicator anyway, or something about your line of work or your relationships, communication is at the heart of it. Whether you're communicating messages or truths or you're writing things, because this can be about writing ooh, look at the gold here. I'm obsessed. But the Ace of Swords traditionally is about absolute truth. This is the mic drop of truth. That's what the Ace of Swords is traditionally, the mic drop of truth. Okay? And it's coming in for you on the back of this 9 of Swords. It's interesting. Look, I just want to point this out. Wait a minute. Oh, y'all. Okay, wait. So we have the 9 of Swords, which is mental tension or anxiety or rather vivid nightmares or whatever have you, to the Ace of Swords, right? So 1 + 9 equals the 10 of Swords. Interesting. You can move yourself out of this energy if you find yourself here. Okay? But I also feel like for another group of y'all, there is an idea that wants to be born through you, and it's going to come when you're sleeping, and you're going to wake up and be like, that, I almost said Geronimo. like aces, that's it. Ding, ding, ding. Right? That's what, why am I hearing Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie? It's hot in the kitchen, huh, Capricorns? But I feel like it's a good thing, and I just feel the need to say that. Like it feels like a really good thing because little do you know that not only is this a golden egg, it's a chocolate egg, honey. Unwrap it and take you a big ol' bite. It really feels that way. I feel like you have some sort of truth to communicate, whether it's through your perspective or writing or something to do with a message that you have that may come to you in your dream state or that is building, and then it kind of pops out and it's like, boop, mic drop truth, okay? That's what it is. There's something about getting your communication. There's something about a real clarity of communication, okay? Real clarity of communication. I think you're gonna have an ability to communicate more clearly than ever before, but why? Okay, let me just draw a parallel here. Do you see this moon on this tiger or tigress, as you wanna put it? This is about, intuition, moon cycles, and the nighttime. And then we have the 9 of Swords, which is about nighttime and sleep state, right? I really feel like your intuition is on overdrive. I just feel like it might be working on you the most while you're sleeping or in those quiet and still moments. I just heard in the wee small hours of the morning. Is that what I just heard? Okay, this is a special message for some of y'all. I feel like it's for a group. If anyone's woken up at like 3:33 in the morning or in the 3 o'clock hour, from 3 o'clock to like 3:59 in the morning, right. There's like something trying to come through. Either write or close your eyes and listen. Ooh, I just got shivers. I'm also seeing the image of a duck. All right, duck, duck, goose. All right. Duck is about fertility and fun and letting your freak flag fly. Woo! 4 of Pentacles. So this is sitting tight and right? We just moved into a 4-year here. This is, this is really about, okay, well, I've gotten to where I am. I'm going to hold tight and right. I'm not exactly ready to take steps forward for whatever reason. Either it's because I don't want to lose the momentum that I've gained, or I just need a minute to take a breath and appreciate the journey here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. That's what it feels like. Do you know what I mean? And look at how this Ace of Swords is like in the clouds and stuff. Okay? But this is just taking a moment to collect yourself, repping your earth sign selves here. I love to see it, which is kind of mirroring this golden egg realness right here with the Pentacles, right? There's something about that. Something about that. Just taking a moment, right? Why do I keep seeing someone writing something down? Like a notepad, like a keeping a journal or like a notepad. Ideas. Something about that. Or poems or story ideas or lyrics or whatever is in the realm of communication. Let's just keep on going with these synonyms all day, shall we? Move it along, Lady Crow. Keep it moving. 9 of Swords, what's going on? Oh my God. Y'all, you got the Fool. Why am I hearing you're the one that I want from Greece? Is someone about to get chosen for something, either a project or a job or a person? You better work. Look at this realness. See, didn't I say there was some unneeded anxiety here? It's a brand fresh new start. Listen, the 9 of Swords can get to the best of us and the most evolved and the most centered and the most woo-woo of us when change is imminent, darling. But why do I feel like someone's chasing a dream or chasing a new path, right? And it's like this Fool, it's like I just got to follow the feeling. Oh, I just got shivers. I just got to follow the feeling. I got to follow my own golden egg of truth, kind of similar to this right here, right? The golden egg of truth is about your song that only you can sing and sharing it with the world, whether that's an actual song or a message of truth or a perspective that you're being called to share amongst your friend group, your family, something about that. But I'm looking at a comeuppance here. That's it. A special note for anyone who's intuitive. First of all, I feel like everybody's intuitive, okay? Everybody is intuitive, but your intuition is not unlike a muscle, right? The more that you go to the gym, for example, and work a certain muscle, the more it will work for you. If you work on your biceps when you go to lift some boxes on moving day, the easier that process will be. Your intuition is not dissimilar. So anyone who's watching this who, has an inherent intuition that wants to be further developed, that's coming through for you. I'm feeling like you're due for an upgrade. Like I'm watching a computer that's like, do you know when something gets upgraded, it says your computer has to shut down before it can turn back on again with the update completed? Something about that. And I feel like for some of you, this is really about your intuition. You're updating overnight and you're waking up and you're like, oh, I have a new ability. Oh my God, this ability of mine is even more fine-tuned and developed. Something about that. Okay, exciting. And for those of you that doesn't resonate for, I feel like some of you guys are writing from a place of intuition. It's almost like you're channeling something as well for some of y'all. And for those of you that doesn't resonate for, your inherent gifts and talents, because the golden egg is about your particular talents, right? Very Three of Pentacles. There's something about an upgrade in that area. Like your ear is more refined, or your vocals are more fine-tuned, or your stage presence, or something about that, all right? You're going to some sort of gym. It could be a spiritual gym or a artistic gym or something. Looking to the ones that came before you. Is someone watching like old, whatever profession you're in, or, oh look, you guys are at the bottom of your own reading. Ooh, I love it. I love it. This means that you're in alignment when you come up in your own reading that way. I'm seeing someone who is watching old tapes or listening to something, music or old reading, something about someone that they admired who's in their same line of work and taking notes. Something about that. Comeuppance. 8 of Wheels, 8 of Pentacles. You better work. This is getting to work. Guys, I'm just going to repeat myself at this point. This is literally doing the good work and seeing the benefits from that around the Ace of Swords and the ultimate truth. Right? This is working to get a truth out, or it's a truth that really needs to be spoken and shared with the world that is going to bring you monetary success. Okay? Partnership. I'm hearing for some of you, someone's going to want to collaborate. I'm hearing collaborate, or maybe you're going to have someone at work want to partner with you on a project, something about that. Careful who you work with, and I don't mean that to sound scary, but this feels like a very independent energy that I'm picking up on, but I feel someone else wanting to come in. It feels like your light is on, so there might be someone wanting to come in and sing a duet, for example. They're showing me something very specific. But it feels like someone wants to come in and work with you or give you a lot of advice or team up with you, and I'm just hearing... Just use discernment around that. It's not going to be the same for every single one of y'all, but just keep your discernment in a place of, ready at the gym, okay? It just feels like really important, okay? Don't let sentimentality or a sense of obligation get the best of you. It feels like which is not something I would normally say, but it feels like this wants to come through you and you alone at the moment. Okay, so we got some stunning Scorpio energy here with the Tower. Guys, what can I say? This is a quick and sudden change. This is the universe being the great rearranger that it is and removing any and all obstacles from your path. I'm getting something super specific. Okay. For those of y'all who've been watching me for a minute, or even not, I'm going to give you a little backstory, but it feels very pertinent. So the reason that I refer to the Tower as the Great Rearranger is because there is a song by an artist named Robert Ellis. Robert Ellis had a record, I think it was, or was it a song on his, one of his earlier albums, called The Great Rearranger. And I always think of that song when the Tower comes up, so I named this key The Great Rearranger. It's a little backstory for you. Feels so important to me because Robert Ellis, a musician, of course, super, super stunningly talented. I adore him. But talk about a comeuppance story. I mean, I remember when he was working bars, in hometown, and then suddenly he just went to Nashville and hit it big, and now he's, opening or playing songs with Lana Del Rey. Why does that feel so important to say? It was like a comeuppance. It was like a moment of like hometown kid done good. Something about that. I feel like there's a group of y'all that are going to be repping your hometown in a way where either your work is inspired by where you come from, or you're referencing it in some sort of a story or act or something. your identity being connected to where you come from. Something about that. Anyway, it's going to be different for everybody, but there's something in that pudding. The Four of Pentacles is sitting tight and right, and the Tower comes along to shake it up. Hello. Remember when I was talking about imminent change inducing anxiety and even the most, evolved of folks? I feel very much like this is what this is saying. And Capricorns, I adore you. I have loads of Capricorns in my life. And what I would say about my experience with y'all and what I know y'all's energy is that you have many strengths, many strengths. I would say, not for every single Capricorn, but for my experience of you, change, which is hard for most people, it can be particularly a challenge for you guys. But I don't just mean any change. You guys are okay with change. I mean like quick and sudden change. You guys are earth signs, right? So it's like, wait a minute. Like you can deal with it better than a lot of fixed signs I know, but there's something about you. Look at how chill she is in this fabulous puffer jacket, like chilling right here, just like, whoo. I feel like she sits on, gives this exhale, and the Tower comes in and says, keep it moving. I feel like things are going to be going at such a quick pace, and there's going to be so much happening that I almost feel you being like going like, is it vacation time yet? And the year only just started, but in a good way, because it's all going to happen at once, aka the Tower. Okay? I just saw 2121 on the timer. If I can make it there, I can make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Some of you guys, I feel like a major city vibe here too. Remember when I said that for some of you guys, it's going from being a big fish in a little pond to a little fish in a big pond? Something about that. Okay, let's go ahead and do Oracle. I'm also hearing At Last by Etta James. At last, my love has come along. But I feel like the love for some of you guys, yeah, it could definitely be person, live your best life. I feel like for others of you, the love is this dream mission of yours, your soul work, your mission work. Okay. It's a satisfaction unlike you've ever quite known, and there is this feeling of independence. Like I did this on my own. Like it takes a village and everything, but there's something to be said about like I did this. 39 of Pentacles. I just got shivers all over my freaking body. Is this queen not on a stage with the drama masks? I cannot. I have been talking about this whole performing and message you have to say and all of this stuff. I can't with this. Okay, listen. It says perception. You see the mask? Remember what I was talking about? Do you see how in the Nine of Swords, she's literally covering her face, poor dear? And the Fool's like, yes, like full flash dance formation. Yes, Jennifer Beals better work. But yes, perception. This is really, remember I said that kind of anxiety. It's like, is that necessary? This is very much about, choices and choosing. I'm also getting this special message about allowing yourself to be seen as you truly are, warts and all. Remember I said there was something about how you look or being an unsuspecting, being a dark horse or something like that? Something about that? Yeah, darlings, this is your time to be seen and be front and center. This going from this small fish to big pond and then you turning, remember what I saw at the very beginning of the meditation, is you're going to take over the joint. Started from the bottom, now we're here. It's on a stage. I cannot. There's so much performer energy in this, I can't even. But if that doesn't resonate for you, then it's about taking the center stage of your own life with your specific mission work, what you had to say and how you say it. How you say it. See the dramaturgy masks here, the happy and the sad? Perception, how and when, and with what energy you say something, right? Why do I want to say get to work on what matters? Can you get to work on what matters and let the smaller aspects of, it feels wrong to say smaller, I want to say trivial aspects of life be worked out on their own? Do you see how she's a solo performer as well? No duets, darling. No duets, no guest spots. I also want to point out the fact that this queen is wearing red slippers, which is putting me in mind of Dorothy. Do you remember the wizard in The Wizard of Oz, how they pulled back the curtain and the wizard looked differently than anybody imagined? Something to that. It's the underdog. It's the one you don't see coming. It's taking the side entrance and then stealing the show. Boom. I had to, guys. I had to do it. It was too good. My beautiful Capricorns, I've been feeling this in your energy for a while. Don't forget me when you blow up. It's really uncanny how this is all going. Please embrace the change because it's yours and you've earned it and it's your time. And you have something truly special to share with the world. Okay? And that's just what it is. So my beautiful Capricorns, I so hope that this helped and resonated. If so, please let me know in the comments below. You know I live and breathe for reading through your comments. I'm wishing you a beautiful, happy end of the birthday season. Happy birthday, happy belated birthday, happy early birthday whenever you're seeing this for the latter end of the Capricorns, aka the cuspers of the Aquarians. And yeah, as always, just thank you so much for being here. And as always, thank you for being you. And be well until next time.